I told myself that if this was shit, that I didn't have to post it. So just film it. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex and today I'm going to be doing the new to Booktube tag. This tag was originally created by Trina at Between Chapters. I will link her channel down below, but I figured since I was starting my Booktube channel today that this would be a perfect first video. So let's get started. The first question is, where are you joining us from? And I live in Tennessee in the United States. Number 2 is, how old are you? I am 24 years old. Number 3, why did you join Booktube? I have been watching Booktube since at least my freshman year of college, maybe even before that. And I have always thought about starting a channel and just never did it. But now I'm actually a stay-at-home mom and I don't have a whole lot of other friends that read, or at least not read the same kind of books that I read. So I wanted to join Booktube to give me a place to talk about those books and connect with other people that like the same kind of books that I do. Number 4 says, what is the meaning behind your channel name? My channel name is Hooked on Books, and that's just what it is. Hooked on Books, because I like books. This is a Booktube channel. That's pretty self-explanatory. Number 5 says, what type of books do you read and do you want to talk about on your channel? I mainly read YA. I am getting more into adult fiction as well, but I mainly stick to YA, mainly contemporary and fantasy, some historical fiction, so kind of everything across the board. I don't read a whole lot of graphic novels and I don't read a whole lot of nonfiction. Every now and again I will, but usually I tend to stray away from those. Number 6 says, who are some of your favorite authors? Suddenly forgets every author that she has ever read, ever. I really like Colleen Hoover, Morgan Matson, even though I haven't read as much of her as I probably should. Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm like seriously blanking. What books do I even own? See, I have a bad habit of when I read one book by an author, then I like never read from them again. For some reason, it's so hard for me to pick up an author's backlist. So a lot of the books, like I'll read a book by an author and really like it, but I don't pick up more of them. So do I consider them a favorite author if I've only liked one book of theirs? Another one I really do like is Libba Bray. I love everything she writes. Number 7 says, what is the last book you read? And as of filming this, the last book I finished is The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed, and I loved it. I would definitely recommend if you like hard-hitting contemporaries. Number 8 is, what are you currently reading? I'm in the middle of a couple things right now. I'm reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, and The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. Number 9 says, what do you use for bookmarks? And my bookmarks aren't in here, so pause. Okay, hopefully I'm sitting in the same place. I don't typically use a lot of bookmarks because I mainly read ebooks and audiobooks, so I don't need bookmarks, but I do have 2 that I use when I'm reading a physical book. So the first one is this, let's be Beauty Guru. This one from Wednesday Books. I actually won a giveaway from them not too long ago and they sent me this little bookmark with that. I also have this bookmark that I got from the Globe when my husband and I went, and it has Shakespeare quotes on it. It says, to be or not to be, that is the question. To sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. Quotes from Hamlet on there. Question 10 says, show us your current TBR pile. Now, I do have a physical TBR, I guess you could say, but like I said, I read a lot of my books as ebooks or audiobooks, so I don't physically have them here with me. But the ones that I'm planning to finish for the rest of the month, because we're getting towards the end of April now, so the rest of the month, I'm wanting to read The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alili-Sanz. I want to read Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes, and I want to read Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. Number 11 is, which do you prefer, hardcover or paperback? I love them both, but I do think for aesthetic purposes, just the way that it looks, I like hardcover better. But for the way that they actually hold and read, I much prefer paperbacks. Ebooks or physical books? Again, I tend to read mostly ebooks just because, 1, I can get them through my library app very easily, so they're always there and accessible to me. And 2, I have a 2-year-old running around, and whenever he's calm for 5 minutes and I can pull out a book, it's easier if I can just scroll through it on my phone. 3, owning or borrowing books. I actually prefer borrowing them. I really enjoy going to the library. That's just a place that we like to go, and I like to go browse the shelves and be able to pick out anything I want. And I like borrowing them because borrowing them from the library doesn't cost any money. Being a stay-at-home mom, our family is on a tight budget with only one income, so being able to borrow books either electronically or going to the library just really helps us cut costs. Number 12, what book or series got you into reading? I think a lot of people's answer for this is going to be Harry Potter, but mine is actually a little bit different. First book series that I actually remember reading all the way through is A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. 13, how did you discover Booktube? It's honestly been so long ago that I started watching Booktube that I don't even remember how I found it. I think that I had either read a book or watched a book to movie adaptation and was online just looking up things about it and happened to randomly search YouTube for it and discovered a review, and there we are. I think that's how it happened, but I honestly don't remember. Number 14, what challenges do you think you will face with your own channel? I think a lot of the challenge is going to be finding the time to be able to film and edit and post as well as read. Like I said, I have a 2-year-old who stays at home with me, and I also work part-time. I work from home. So that, plus maintaining a house, plus actually reading, plus doing Booktube is going to be kind of a challenge, but I think it's just all about priority. And I think it's also just going to be a challenge to make myself sit down and film. Sometimes I'd much rather be doing anything else other than what I'm actually supposed to be doing. So again, just priorities. All right, and 15, the last question, where else can we find you? Link up. So my main other platform is Instagram. You can find me, I'll leave the link down below, instagram.com. Who does that anymore? I'm on Instagram, I am _hookedonbooks. And you can also find me on Twitter at _hookedonbooks1. So those are my other links. I'm not on Twitter as much, but I am on Instagram pretty regularly. So go find me over there. And of course you can find me on Goodreads as well. I will link that down below for you too. Okay, so that is the new to Booktube tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you decide to stick around and we can chat books together. So until next time, bye.